Johann Rupert is one of South Africa's most renowned businessmen. He is known for his extensive investments both locally and internationally, with a net worth of around 11.1 billion. That is a whopping 194.69 billion rands. He is South Africa's most richest person and ranks second on Forbes African Billionaires List. Johan's business success is rooted in his father, Anton Rupert's legacy, who founded Forbes, a tobacco company in the 1940s. This company later became Rembrandt, which dominated the South African tobacco market and was listed on the JSE within a decade. He spun off the company's international assets, creating company Financier Richemont, a Swiss-based luxury goods company that owns iconic brands like Couture and Mont Blanc. In 1991, Rupert became chairman of Rembrandt, guiding its international expansion. In 1995, Rembrandt and Richemont consolidated their tobacco assets under Rothmans International, which later merged with British American Tobacco, which is BAT, a company the Rupert's have a stake in to this day. This strategic move helped solidify Rupert's position in the global business landscape. So the 2000s marked significant change for the Rupert's, with Rembrandt restructuring it into a publicly traded companies, Remgro, which managed its traditional assets, and Venfin, which handled its technology investments. In 2009, these companies merged into Remgro. Rupert's main chairman and Remgro and Richemont, and oversaw the creation of Reynard Investments in 2008, a company focused on non-luxury assets spun off from Richemont. Today, Rupert's leadership spans Remgro, Richemont, and Reynard, cementing its status as one of South Africa's most influential, enduring business figures. So over the past year, Remgro in particular has undergone significant changes in some of its key investments. As Rembrandt thrived, it diversified into other sectors including mining, financial services, engineering, and food. So in the 1970s, while Rembrandt was expanding, Johan studied economics at the University of Stellenbosch. He left before completing his degree to pursue a business career. So he gained valuable experience working for Chase Manhattan and Lazard Freres in New York. Upon returning to South Africa in 1979, Rupert founded Rank Merchant Bank (RMB) and served as its CEO until 1984, when RMB merged with Rand Consolidating Investment to form RMB Holdings. Rupert eventually joined his father's company, Rembrandt, and played a pivotal role in transforming it into a global empire. Mediclinic is South Africa's largest private hospital operator, operating in Switzerland, the Middle East, and Southern Africa. While Remgro has been Mediclinic's largest shareholder for years, it has been publicly listed on the JSE for 37 years. However, in August 2022, Mediclinic and a Remgro-led consortium finalized the terms of a takeover. Mediclinic's board accepted 3.7 billion pounds, which is 75 billion rands, buyout over from Remgro in partnership with Switzerland's MSC Mediterranean Shipping. At the time of the takeover deal, Mediclinic was valued at 86 billion on the JSE. Mediclinic was delisted from the JSE and the Stock London Exchange in the mid-2023, with Remgro now holding 50% effective interest in the company. Over the past year, big changes have occurred at one of Remgro's key investments, Distel, centering around the deal between the company and Dutch brewing giant Heineken. Heineken South Africa entered an agreement to acquire Distel Group Holding, a South African beverage company that produces range of alcoholic beverages, including cider, spirits, and wines. The deal was valued at approximately 2.2 billion pounds, which is 37 billion rands, when it was announced in late 2021. The acquisition was intended to create a new joint venture comprising Distel, Heineken's most existing South African business and Namibia breweries, Heineken would control the majority stake in this entity. The primary aim was for Heineken to expand its presence in the growing African beverage market, particularly in South Africa. In 2023, South Africa's Competition Tribunal approved the transaction but tacked on several conditions to address concerns about job losses, competition, and public interests. These conditions included job protection with Heineken to limit payoffs and maintaining a local production focus for key products. The deal also included commitments towards broad-based black economic empowerment. As part of the acquisition, Distel's wine and spirits division would be spun off into Cape Vine Holdings, a separate entity that would remain listed on the JSE. So Cape Vine would focus primarily on Distel's more premium wine and spirits brand, while Heineken would integrate the cider and ready-to-drink segment, including popular brands like Savannah and Hunter's Dry. In April 2023, Heineken announced that the deal had officially closed. Heineken Beverages was formed on 26 April 2023 as a measure of Heineken South Africa, Distel, and Namibia Breweries Limited. The company's brand portfolio includes a global flagship brand, Heineken, as well as many other world-class brands like Savannah, Windhoek Lager, and Nederburg. Cape, which holds the wine and spirits division, began operating separately from Heineken, with its shares listed on the JSE. Remgro still had 31.4% effective interest in the Cape Vine following the deal. Today, Remgro has an 18.8 stake in Heineken. Following the deal's completion, Heineken and Distel have been integrating operations, with Heineken expected to leverage Distel's distribution network across Southern Africa. While this acquisition has been hailed as the strategic move, there have been more concerns about the concentration of market power, especially in the cider and the beer market. In addition, Heineken and therefore Remgro have taken a significant beating. The deal was completed. Since the merger, the business has performed poorly, with Heineken writing down the value of the company by 10 billion in early 2024. This, combined with the change in the company's valuation, effectively cut Remgro's stake in the company in half, from 12.49 billion rands to 6.6 billion. However, both companies have announced plans to address this decline and reaffirmed their belief in the business's long-term prospects. RCL Foods is a holding company with diversified interests that focuses on two divisions: food, which is baking, groceries, and sugar, and also Rainbow Chicken, which includes chicken, including apple and animal feed. Remco has a major stake in RCL Foods for years, with it currently holding an effective interest of 80%, over 80%. In June this year, RCL Foods finalized the unbinding of its Rainbow Chicken division, which spun off and listed separately on the JSE. Rainbow Chicken was originally founded in 1960 as a family-owned business and has become South Africa's largest poultry providers for over 60 years. Today, the company is a full integrated broiler chicken and functions at all stages of chicken production, from farm to fork. It controls and operates 165 farms, 1,288 houses, 8 hatcheries, 3 primary processing plants, and 2 further processing plants dedicated to added value chicken products. Today, the company is listed on the JSE with a market cap of 3 billion and a share price of 3 rand 50. So the following small changes have taken place over the past year. Outsurance entered the Irish insurance market, establishing a subsidiary called Outsurance Ireland. An internal restructuring saw Dark Fiber and Vumatel being held under Massive, a newly formed wholly owned subsidiary of CIVH. A proposed deal with Vodacom, which would see the telecoms giant acquire a majority stake in Massive, and has been delayed for months now due to anti-competitive concern raised by the Competition Commission. In October, Richmond agreed to sell loss-making yachts Net A Porter YNAP, an online fashion accessories business, to Germany luxury fashion platform Metheresa. Richmond will take a 33% stake in Metheresa in exchange of 100% YNAP's share capital. The deal is not yet finalized, but it is expected to close in early 2025.